Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, it is going to be literally straight after the video which you probably watched a couple days ago. So today's video is winners and losers both have the same goals. So why have I come to this conclusion? Well, firstly, from studying a lot about it and thinking a lot about it, it is genuinely the truth. And an example I'm going to give you today is, let's take the Olympics for example. Every single time the Olympics is held on, every single one of those 100-meter runners, they all believe that they're going to become first place. As much as they have, like, the person who's, I must keep staying on this road, the person who has the number one, let's say, number one expectancy to win. Like, let's say, for example, you're running against Usain Bolt. As much as you expect Usain Bolt to be the number one runner, your number one goal is to be first place. Your goal is to be that person who runs through that ribbon and has that ribbon on your body. That is your goal. Nobody goes in there saying, okay, I'm aiming for second place or I'm aiming for third place. Every single person is aiming for first place. So then the question is, what is the... They have a massive garden. I don't look like a widow looking into the garden, but what is the differentiation between first place and last place, or first place and all of the other people? The difference is they didn't give it their best. They gave it what it takes. They said to themselves, okay then, rather than me training for X amount of time because I know this is what will get me my best results, I'm going to train for this amount of time because this is what will get me first place. And obviously you can come and say, oh, there's genetic limitations, there's all sorts of things which cause... Let me let this plane go past. There's all sorts of reasons for why someone will be first place over somebody else that they can't control, but first place is first place. And it doesn't change the statement which I created. The statement is, winners and losers both have the same goals. So at the end of the day, every single one of you need to understand that it's not the goals which will get you to where you need to get to, it's the systems, it's the hard work, it's how intelligent you work. When people say don't work hard, work smarter, not harder, that is what it takes. That is how you get to where you want to get to. Let's say, for example, there's two people in the gym. There's the guy who ego lifts and lifts weights that he can't carry, and he goes in the gym every single time trying to do that. And then there's the person who starts at 20 kg bench press and keeps going consistently, progressively overloading, tracking his diet, tracking his progress, and then eventually he makes his way up to 140, and the ego lifter goes from 60 kg and goes up to like 65, or let's say 80 kg from ego lifting. Well, that person could be seen, the ego lifter could be seen as working harder because they're going out there trying to lift heavier than they could. But the person who works smarter is the person who tracked everything. But then at the same time, not only were they working smarter, they were actually working harder because they got to 140 kg bench press. And additionally, they got to a stance where they're doing a lot more than the other person was. Because the other person most likely was just going there and just doing whatever. But the person who was tracking everything went in there with the mindset that I'm going to become first place. I'm going to do the best that I can possibly do. Not just the best, but I'm going to give it what it takes. Now, how can you illustrate this into your own life? You need to stop thinking about the goal. You need to stop saying to yourself, I want to achieve 10k a month. I want to get that type of physique. That's not what you should be thinking. It's saying, what does it take to get to that stage? And implement the things that what it takes into your life. So rather than saying to yourself, okay then, I want to be someone who has 1 million followers, or I want to be someone who has six-pack, I'm going to live the lifestyle of somebody who already has a six-pack. So rather than me going and saying, okay, I'm going to eat that bar of chocolate because eventually, if I keep training hard, I'm going to get that physique. You're going to be like, hold on a minute. The person with a six-pack, the chocolate is not even on their mind. They're just going to be keep living their life, eating healthy and training the way that that person's going to be living. And that is how you should be operating. It's not saying to yourself, okay then, I want to have a six-pack. It is, okay, what would somebody who has a six-pack do? How would they live? And that is what you need to translate into your life. Rather than saying to yourself, okay, this is my desired goal. Say, what is the system for me to get to that goal? And a lot of this wisdom has come from the Atomic Habits. As you can see, I'm probably just walking around in a circle. I need to get my 8K steps. But yeah, a lot of this wisdom comes from the Atomic Habits. I highly recommend you guys to read that book. And James Clear says the exact same thing. Winners and losers have the same goals. I think he says something like that, or he says, it's not about the goals, it's about the systems. So it's about the systems. It's about, okay, how can I get to that position? How can I get to that stage? Rather than saying, I want to get to that stage. It is, how can I do it? Because how is the way that you'll find the reasons, not the reasons, the necessary things for you to get to that position. rather than you saying, okay, then I want to do it. So hopefully today's video helped you guys a bit. Understanding that winners and losers both have the same goals, and it's not about the goals, it's about the systems. It's about doing the things that is required for that goal and focusing on that rather than focus on the goal. Other than that, if you're interested in my school community, link is in the description. If you want my free ebook, link is also in the description.